Hi, Ripper XT here with Godhead Gaming. We're going to be taking a look at King Arthur 2. First, I'd like to start off by thanking Paradox Interactive for giving us the chance to review this game. King Arthur 2 is mostly an RTS game with elements of RPG. The game setting is in the familiar and popular Camelot universe, with notable characters like Merlin and the Pendragon family. The game has all the features you'd expect from an RTS title. The game also has RPG elements including story, loot, hero and army leveling, and abilities. The hero units have detailed leveling and can equip powerful artifacts. Later in the game, you can even forge multiple artifacts into one more powerful artifact. Kinda reminds me a little bit of the Herodric Cube. Large parts of the game take place on the overworld map. This is where you manage your hero and armies, your territory, construction, diplomacy, and objectives. This map is very similar to what you might see in a Total War game or even Heroes of Might and Magic. The story is mostly voice acted, while interacting with a sort of a choice-driven menu. The different choices you make in these menus affect your morality, your reputation with other kings, the outcome of quests, and sometimes the conditions of the battle. The best way I can explain the way the story and objectives are delivered, it really is just a choose-your-own-adventure book, and I have read other impressions of the game that use the same description. Now let's talk about the main focus of the game, the battle. Battle is laid out much like other games in the genre. Overall battle similar to Total War, with hero units similar to what you might see in the Warhammer Dawn of War series. The terrain looks great and does allow for strategic flanking and positioning. Each battlefield has multiple points that can be controlled by your units. Things like temples, dragon lairs, and magical shrines. As long as you control these points, they could give you abilities to cast powerful magical spells or even gain passive buffs for the duration of the battle. The battles are well paced, allowing you time to position your units and cast spells. The spells cast by your hero units are incredibly powerful. One well-placed lightning bolt or fireball can turn the tide of the battle immediately. Overall, the battles are very fulfilling. But there are a few things that are worth complaining about. One thing that really drove me crazy is that so far, every battle I've fought forces you to kill every unit on the battlefield before the battle is won. This can be a pain if you overwhelmingly destroy the enemy force, but then have to chase flying units around the map. Even with the battle speed increase, this is still really annoying. Another thing that I think is worth noticing, the unit battle mechanics feel like they need some work. Almost every melee fight ends up being the front line of one formation against the front line of the opposing formation, all while the rest of the units seem to clump up and just have to wait until the soldier in front of them dies before they can engage anything. This is most noticeable when I have three huge formations of cavalry units charging into a unit of weak archers, just to see them stop like hitting a wall and fight the front line. I'm more impressed with the way this is handled in, say, a Total War game, showing the cavalry literally slamming through the ranks, with units being rammed out of the way. Graphically, the game does look really good. I have had some performance issues and had to turn some settings down for the game to be even playable. I'm sure that the performance will get better as the game is patched and optimized. The music is great, but some sound effects are limited. One thing I noticed was that during battle the sound effects you can hear are limited until you zoom all the way into the unit. Because most of the battle is fought looking down at the battlefield and not zoomed into an individual unit, many of the sound effects are missed. The game was just released, and I'm sure many of the game's small issues will be worked on. Although some of them are annoying, none of the issues are really game-breaking. So far, I've had a lot of fun with the game, especially the RPG elements. It helps keep the game persistent and allows you to become attached to your favorite heroes during the game. I'm also a huge fan of the Camelot universe, so personally, the story has kept me interested. I hope you enjoyed this review, and thank you for watching. As always, visit us at godheadgaming.com and subscribe to our YouTube channel for future reviews.